Oscar fans, Brody and Koalton coming at you. Another episode of Shuck Talk. It's like our 7th episode now, I think.
Hell yeah.
I don't know, I haven't been keeping track the best. I was going to have them all labeled episode 1, 2, blah, 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 blah. Then I kind of got away from that. Nebraska versus Michigan State. We barely fucking survived, dude. We started out red hot, though. Went up 14 points, and then it unraveled, dude. Michigan State went on a long drive after Nebraska blocked a punt, and they went on a 17-play, 75-yard, 9-minute, 45-second drive to cut the lead 14-7, and then we went 3 and out, and then they went 3 and out, and then we went 3 and out, and then we intercepted them, and then we turned it over on downs. And then they threw another interception. It was an ugly.
One thing I will
first
say,
half.
we
played a good first quarter and a good fourth quarter.
I'm just gonna say, if we're gonna beat Maryland next week, we're gonna have to play a complete game of ball. 5-star quarterback, dude's a dog.
He did not look good.
I will say, special teams looked phenomenal.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And
we should have had a punt return touchdown.
But it's oh yeah, I know, it got called back. I did see that part. But it's crazy that the past couple of years, our offense is okay. Defense has been phenomenal. And now we're sitting here special teams have sucked ass for fucking 10 years. And now we're sitting there dude, special teams was the best part of this game.
Right.
And I think special teams has been pretty solid all year. I'm not hanging my hat on, hey, special teams is going to win games, but it's one positive thing, I guess.
Right. Yeah. So it was 14-7 at halftime. Nebraska was up. We got the ball to start the third quarter, and we ran 5 plays, went 3 and out, had 2 incomplete passes for 14 yards. Oh wait, no, we didn't go 3 and out. It was a 14-yard pass to start, and then we ran twice, threw an incomplete pass, and then Heinrich Harburg ran it for 2 yards on 4th down when he needed 3. I didn't agree with that. With it was so predictable, the 4th down call. I just felt like I could just feel it. I was like, we're gonna go for this shit.
Yeah.
And we went for it, and of course it didn't work. So I mean, if I felt like that, I'm sure Michigan State probably felt like that.
Here's what I think. Here's what I feel. I think we need. I know our quarterback. I get it. I understand. But, dude, Emmett Johnson is 17th in college football for rushing yards. They need to fucking we need to just run.
Dude, he averaged over 6 yards a carry, I think.
I know. I'm just saying,
yeah.
I understand.
Good.
But it's dude.
But he only had 13 carries.
Run the ball more.
Right.
I don't understand.
Right. So after Nebraska turned it over on downs to start the third quarter, Michigan State went on another long-ass fucking drive. 11 plays, only 48 yards, but they took 7 minutes off the clock to make it 14-14.
That's what I'm saying. You get the ball. Okay. It's 14-0. You get the ball back. Just run that motherfucker. I'm not saying you're trying to run the clock out before halftime, but I'm saying, it helps to, then they don't have as much time, and, I don't know.
Yeah. So then they tied it up. We get the ball back. And Dylan Ronella threw the worst interception that I think I've ever seen.
I didn't see that. It was probably not the worst, but it was bad.
That was awful. Threw it right to the guy, number 5. It was awful. It was.
But then I was watching
by far his worst interception.
I was watching the Maryland press conference, and Ronella was we don't have the best. We don't have the best of the best athletes the Alabamas, the fucking Oregons, these guys. He said, but, these guys are putting in work. they have. He said he has like a little office and he can look down on the field. And like they've asked him to turn the lights on and shit so they can get some extra work in. Like these guys are working harder, like working hard to get better. And like he also said like Dylan Raiola came out in that second half. He was pissed. Like he had that interception. He's pissed. He said he had like blood in his eyes, just like And then I watched the second half because I was at that Peru State game. But like he played. I mean, they played pretty solid in the second half. I thought.
Except for the first half of the third quarter.
I didn't see the first half though.
Yeah. So after the interception, Michigan State goes on a 7-play, 38-yard touchdown drive with 3 minutes and 24 seconds off the clock. They go up 21-14, and then finally we come to life, dude. 5 plays, 75 yards, touchdown, make it 21-21. It was a 23-yard touchdown run for Emmett Johnson. He had 3 touchdowns on the day, I believe.
Dog.
Absolute fucking dog, bro.
I told you he's going over 1,000 yards this season, and I stick to that shit, man.
But yeah, and then I don't know what happened here because it just kind of skips from Nebraska touchdown to the start of the fourth quarter with a field goal. It doesn't say what happened in the following series after that, and I don't remember what happened. But we must have forced a punt or something. But we went and got a field goal. 7 plays, 19 yards, a field goal from 27 yards. We got it all the way down inside their 10-yard line. And then it went punt, and then we got the ball back. 1 play, 59-yard touchdown to Isaiah Hunter. Did you see that one?
I did see that one, yeah.
Yep, that made it 31-21.
Dude, that motherfucker's just open, dude.
Well, it was a screen play. He should have been open.
Well, I know, but there's so many plays he just I watched like some clips and shit. Like, dude, every play, man, he's just faster than them. Just fucking throw it to that motherfucker. Like,
right.
Send him on a fucking 9 and just launch that bitch, and he's beating everybody.
I thought Aiden Childs looked pretty good, to be honest. Like he struggled throwing the ball. I'm not gonna lie, but he's the type of quarterback that kills the Huskers every time. A dude that can move. Did you see the fucking quarterback sneak from the 4-yard line where he scored standing up?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, quarterback sneak from the 4, and he just walked into the end zone, right between the guard and center. Didn't even touch him, dude. There was guys that didn't even know he had the ball.
When I started, like I said, I was at that Peru State game. I started watching late. From what I watched, I can't attest from the first half. The D line looked like.
Oh, the fourth quarter was way different than the rest of the game, dude.
But it's like that was some improvement from what we've seen in past weeks.
Exactly.
For sure.
Exactly.
So it's like they're as a coach, you should coach on the shit you do wrong, and it seems like we are doing that in like a lot of different areas. Like, hey, you're doing this wrong, you need to do this, and it's like I see improvement. So like that makes me feel better, but at the same time, like,
yeah, late in the game, Nebraska's defense really kind of started to flex their muscles. I'm not gonna lie.
That sack, that was a big sack, dude.
Yeah, we had 2 sacks on the drive where before they pulled out Aiden Childs. They pulled him on their last drive, and then their backup drove 75 yards for a touchdown on us.
From the videos I've watched, O-line was not good in that first half.
O-line was bad. Dylan holds the ball way too long, it seems
well,
like.
that's the thing Rule said. Rule said, like, Raiola was like, like, one of those sacks was definitely my fault. I held the ball too long.
I'd say 3 of them were his fault.
You even see him, he goes like this, like, that's my bad. Like,
yeah. But then he still continues to hold the ball. I don't know how they're going to coach that out of him. It seems like that's pretty ingrained in his DNA,
It just seems like he wants... I hate when players do this shit. He's a great quarterback, but it's like... I feel like so many times quarterbacks want to fucking just be the hero. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, just throw it away or fucking
He's trying to be him,
check it down or like, you know, I don't know.
Well, he knows we don't have like spectacular athletes, but I mean, Ja'Cory Barner and Isaiah Hunter, those are pretty damn good athletes right there. But Dylan tries, I think, too hard, puts too much on his shoulders, and tries too hard to make a play when there's no play there, and he just really needs to get out of the box and throw it away.
Agreed.
Which I was getting pissed. I'm like, fucking throw the ball, dude. Just get rid of the son of a bitch. The fourth down, or the Michigan State's second to last drive, we sacked the quarterback twice. We sacked Aiden Childs twice on that fucking drive. And then we scored. And then we scored 2 plays later. I thought it was bullshit. We allowed the backup quarterback to drive down the field on us and score. He looked good. Their backup QB, freshman, he looked really fucking good. Dylan Raiola had a disappointing day, obviously. Touched on that a little bit. He was 16 for 24, 194, 1 touchdown, and 1 god-awful interception. Aiden Childs was 9 for 23, 85 yards, no passing touchdowns, 2 picks. And he had 23 yards on the ground and 2 rushing scores. We could not... Well, until we started sacking him, honestly. He in the middle of the game, bro, the middle 2 quarters, the second and in the beginning of the third, the beginning half of the third, it looked like we were going to get... It looked like, here we go again, you know?
Yeah.
Like, great. I was about to shut the shit off.
Well, that's another thing, though, is like, you know, there's been a couple times this year, you know, we fucking win those close games.
Yeah, it's good for us.
The past couple of years, that has not been the case. So it's
scared
nice.
The fuck out of me, dude. I was like, this looks like a Scott Frost team.
But it's nice to see that, like, fighting through adversity and, like, you know, I watched the second half. I didn't see the first half, but in the second half, it looked like those dudes, like, they weren't shook. They're like, yeah, we're down. We're gonna go fucking. We're still gonna go win this thing. Like,
the offense was out of sync in the first half. I
don't think at any time like we ever panicked.
They came out kicking ass, and then we blocked the punt for a touchdown. Michigan State went on like a 10-minute long fucking drive, and it was like it took all the wind out of their sails. And it felt like the worst thing that could have happened to them was having that defensive score and then the long fucking drive.
Yeah.
It was shit. Emmett Johnson had 13 carries, 83 yards, 3 touchdowns. He had 6 catches for 37 yards. So he had over 100 all-purpose yards. We should have handed him the ball more. 13 carries, and he's averaging 6 yards a pop. Like, why weren't we handing him
474 yards right now in the season?
Nice. Yeah, we should have fed him some more. Tried to take a little bit of pressure off of Dylan. You know, especially
How many carries do you think he has right now on the season?
Who, Emmett?
Yeah.
50.
84.
Damn.
I don't even think that's enough, though.
Yeah, I don't know. How many yards?
You think about that the first couple games.
So how many yards does he have?
474.
474.
But it's like, bro, you got to understand, like, those first couple games, we were giving him the rock, okay?
So he's averaging 5.5 yards a carry.
But then we get to the big games, we don't want to give it to him anymore. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Stick to, like...
I don't know. He should have had 20 carries.
I agree, yeah.
Be 7 more. He'd been over 100 yards rushing, most likely. Did you see Pritchett got the start at left tackle today? Saturday?
No, I didn't see he started.
Yeah, Pritchett started on the left. Oh, I sent it to you. Pritchett started at left tackle, and right tackle was Gatula. They benched Prohaska because he sucks. Nebraska's leading receiver was Nezaeh Hunter, 4 catches, 93 yards, and a touchdown.
That was probably Barney.
Yeah, Barney had 2 for 47. Key didn't have a catch. He had 2 targets, no catches.
Really?
Yep. I mean, we only threw it 24 times.
So we didn't have much offense going at all.
No, dude, we only had 261 total yards of offense, and we were 5 for 13 on third down. It was terrible, I'm telling you. This second and third, like the second half of the first quarter was awful. Defensively, could not get off the field.
I heard this kid I was at the Peru game, and I heard this kid, he's like, I don't remember exactly what number he said, but he's like, yeah, we only have like 54 yards in the first half. I was like, what?
Yeah, it was bad, bro. 194 yards passing, 67 yards rushing. That number's hurt because Dylan Raiola had minus 17 yards rushing.
Yeah.
Yep, we turned it over once. Michigan State turned it over 3 times. They sacked us 5 times. We sacked them 4 times. Javen Wright, Cameron Linhart, Elijah Judy, and Williams Winery all got in for sacks.
It has. I'm looking at it. It has us. I love Nebraska. It fucking flows through my veins. But it has Nebraska a 66.7% chance to win
against Maryland.
But like we both are 4-1.
Maryland has the number 1 sack defense in the country. So I'm worried.
Like
Fair to say, I'm worried.
I'm worried too. I truly don't think all that's offensive line though. I think you tell Raiola,
it's probably 50-50.
You got to roll out, throw that motherfucker away.
It goes hand in hand. Like, why is Dana Holgorsen not calling more chips? You know, getting an extra blocker in there,
pass
running quicker fucking routes. You know, like I think he's running long developing routes. Nothing's getting open, so Dylan's dancing, trying to make something happen. Gets sacked.
You say that, but at the same time, like Raiola's young, dude. I think like in his head, every play he's trying to fucking get the home run. Like that's, like check down, fucking throw to some of these other guys.
I mean, he was checking down a shitload against Cincinnati. Don't you remember that? He wouldn't push it deep.
I know, but now that I think he got a couple, he's like, oh yeah, that's not the case, man.
Yeah. I just wish he'd play with a little more, like, I guess recklessness, like, just like a little bit, like stay steady, consistent, and add like a touch of fucking gunslinger mentality.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes, man, you just fucking...
I wonder if he's worried about his completion percentage.
Yeah, I do too, because, like, you think about it, like, third down, dude, in some of these situations, who gives a fuck, dude? Throw it up, give your receiver a chance.
Right, trust your guy.
Like, okay, worst case scenario, they intercept it, and they're in their, like, 20, 30 yard, like, it's like a fucking punt at that point. And I know that he doesn't want to fuck his shit up, but, like, who gives a fuck, man? We're trying to win here.
Right. Trust your guy, dude. Maybe he'll make a fucking highlight reel throw.
And if not, most receivers are smart enough to, like, first of all, they're playing DB and shit like that because they can't catch, okay? And then your receivers are smart enough, oh, fuck, I'm not going to get that. Let me at least get an offensive pass interference or fucking try to bat that bitch down. Like, they're smart players. Like,
right. Yeah. I don't know. I just wish Dylan would sometimes just have more faith in his guy to go make a play, It seems like he doesn't. Seems like he doesn't.
He has fucking receivers this year, man.
Right. We held Michigan State to 240 yards total. And they were 2 for 14 on third, but here's the bullshit. They're 4 for 5 on fourth down. Like, we can stop them on third, but now we can't stop them on fourth.
Yeah, but that's a tough thing to do. You think about some of those third downs are probably. So then you come in, it's 4th and 1. Like, that's the tough thing to do.
They had a 4th and 4 from like the 15-yard line, and they ran a drop back pass. We had his ass sacked. He spun out of it and scrambled all the way to the left for a touchdown.
See, that's inexcusable. But I bet like the rest of those are like 4th and 1, and that's just hard.
They were short. I think they're like 4th and 3s and shit like that, but they're still short 4th downs.
That's still hard to stop though.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, they had a cool play. Their first touchdown. Nebraska had a pretty cool play where Heinrich Harburg was in shotgun. Did you see this?
mm-mm.
Dylan was to his left, and Emmett Johnson was to his right. They started to motion
Like
Emmett.
a gun T situation.
Yeah, like a split back, but with a quarterback next to him. And Emmett Johnson started to like shuffle out to the right, and they snapped the ball to the quarterback, Harburg, and he handed the ball to Dylan. Dylan ran in front of Harburg, and Harburg was the lead blocker to the left, and he handed it to fucking Emmett Johnson, and they ran around the left and easy touchdown.
Oh, for the reverse.
Kinda, yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I think I did see that then.
Yeah, it was dope. It was from like the 10-yard line or so.
Yeah.
It was dope. Dana talked about wanting to get more creative down near the goal line. But that was like really all you seen that was like super creative, I thought.
He's probably not trying to show a whole lot against Michigan State.
Well, I mean, they had one of the worst ranked pass rushes in the Big Ten, and we made them look like a good pass rushing team. So, I don't think we can afford to hold a whole lot back against these teams that we think are lower quality.
A win's a win, though, brother.
A win's a win, 38-27. Nebraska covered the spread, depending on when you got in on the bet, because it opened up at 10.5 right before the game. I seen it jump to 13.5 on ESPN at least.
But then you gotta look like Rowla did not have a good game.
No, he played like shit.
Like, you're gonna have that. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like we played 2 quarters of football. Man, I still think like if
Special teams was the difference.
Yeah,
And our defense finally bowing up.
I think you get like a complete game, dude. We can compete with almost anyone. I'm not saying we're competing with Oregon. They'd fucking. I don't think we can stop Oregon. Not even one.
I don't even know, like, if we played Cincinnati again, I don't even know if we'd beat them.
Yeah, dude, they've won me so many bets. I'm like, that's a pretty good damn football team. I've just been betting on them to win games.
Yeah, speaking of which, that was our upset call last week, or Saturday, and we both nailed it. You also got Texas, right?
Yeah.
The Texas-Florida game. You picked Vanderbilt. No, you didn't say
I was leaning
surprised is what you said.
I was leaning toward Vandy, and it was a pretty close game. Too.
Yeah. And then the Miami versus Florida State game was good. Did you watch that?
I did watch that.
Oh my God, that freshman receiver that Miami has.
But it wasn't really that close.
He was it wasn't as close
Florida
as the
State
score indicated.
Scored a couple late, and then
that freshman receiver that Miami has though is nuts. Malachi Tony.
I think I said this earlier.
That kid's crazy.
I think Miami is like a number one in my eyes to win a fucking natty.
They look the best. They passed the eye test. You know.
They look good.
They're the one right now, but still a lot of football left.
I know, and like you get to the playoffs, maybe some people get hurt here or there, but like, dude, they look good.
Right. My daughter drew me a little house down here.
Hell yeah, I was at the house call. That's what I do. That's what I do in football. I'm like, just in the fucking house, baby.
Oh, fuck. I wrote defense still can't contain the quarterback. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Well, we can't. And I talked about that last week. I said, we always need someone spying the quarterback.
Right.
Nope, we're not gonna do that. Why would we do that? That's stupid. And maybe they do have someone doing it, and he just fucking sucks. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I don't get it either.
I think I'm going down to Pitt State with my girlfriend next weekend to watch the homecoming game.
Really? Nice. That'll be dope.
Get turned up with the boys.
Yeah, see all your homies.
Maybe you could come out later.
What day?
I'll have a game Friday. I'm probably leaving Saturday morning.
Gotcha.
I don't even know if I can get tickets. It's homecoming, but
Oh, I'm
Pitt
sure you
State.
can.
Represent, baby, Gorillas.
The Gorillas.
I got into that Peru State game for free.
Did you really?
Yeah, there's like a ticket booth. So I walk up to the ticket booth, and this kid just sitting on his phone texting. I stood there. I looked at my girlfriend. I'm like, walked by, got in for free, dude.
That's hilarious.
But do your fucking job, man. I don't
Yeah.
feel bad.
Fucking
Do
pay
your
attention.
fucking job.
Fucking pay attention.
It's a problem with these fucking degenerate little kids, bro.
Yeah.
Do your fucking work a little bit. Do
What
your
do they call
fucking
it?
job.
The Gen Z gays or some shit.
Fucking pussies.
Bro, I was at Sonic the other day when I was traveling for work. And I walked up and the kid didn't greet me at all. So I just go, "How's it going?" Didn't say a word. He just looked at me like
Weirdos,
this.
man.
I was like, I'll have a number 4, I guess.
Weirdos, right? Weirdos.
Yeah. I'm like,
COVID fucked these kids up or something. I don't know.
how are you not going to even acknowledge? I said, how's it going?
Like, they're all introverted fucking losers, dude.
Like, who cares? At least be like, it's good.
Oh, dude, we were sitting at, my girlfriend and I were sitting at Sonic, like, dude, this is like the first month we're dating. And this fucking nerd-looking motherfucker pulls up. I'm like, what do you think he's ordering? She's like, I don't know. I said, you want me to ask him? She's like, no, you won't ask him. I rolled down the window. I was like, hey, bro, what you getting, man? And he's like, a Sonic Blast? I was like, hey, that's a good fucking pick, man. We fucking like Sonic Blast. And he was like, he kind of smiled. And it's like, dude, I made that guy's day. Maybe I fucking creeped him out. And
He probably thought you were hitting on him.
Maybe he has a list and he said, like, fat dude with a mustache with fucking 19 county plates, and he fucking wrote it on his list. I don't know.
He took a picture of your license plate.
Maybe.
He's like, not today, not tomorrow.
He laughed. It seemed like he was having a good time. My girlfriend didn't think I'd do that. I'm an introverted extrovert. Like, sometimes I just like, I'll tell a fucking fat bitch to fuck off. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes I don't want to say shit.
That's funny. I'm glad we're still recording this. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Sometimes I'll spit in a Jewish dude's food, you know, but no hate.
Jesus.
I don't know.
No hate though.
No hate, man.
I think that is a hate crime.
He doesn't have to be Jewish. It
just sounded better, right?
You know what I'm saying? Let's spit on my screen, okay.
Ugh. Anything else you want to touch on?
We haven't really talked about the Maryland game.
Yeah. Did you want to do that now or in another episode?
We can do that in another episode later this week.
Yeah, because I haven't done any.
I haven't done any notes or anything.
I haven't looked into Maryland at all, other than seeing.
And I just
Adam
didn't really
Carriger
watch
tweet.
this game too much.
Adam Carriger tweeted that Maryland's number 1 ranked sack defense. So I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, our highest sack leader is, I don't even know how to fucking say his name.
Williams Winery.
McCullough, that's what I said, bitch. Shut up.
Yeah, that's what you said.
He has 2 sacks, and they have Stewart. He has 4.5 sacks.
Nice. Yeah, it's going to be a tough test. But, yeah, let's not make any predictions.
And he's a defensive lineman, dude.
Yeah, let's not make any predictions. Let's record again Thursday after that Thursday night game.
Okay.
Do a little bit of research between now and then let's make our prediction.
And then next week we can record on Friday probably.
Is football over finally?
Well, my game will be on Thursday that week.
Okay, cool. You gonna play Arma?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Alrighty, that's gonna do it for this episode of Shuck Talk. Thanks for tuning in. If you made it all the way to the end, smash that like button. I don't
Cheers. This is empty. I just like
just for show.
the drink.
Alrighty. Peace out. Thanks for watching.